Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, the place where we make fun of the morons we see out here on the road. A bit like this idiot in the black car who stops dead for no reason at all. Well, apart from the reason that idiot having a brain is obviously as pointless as a snake having a pair of boxing gloves. Or maybe this mug in the old £500 BMW's got the same attitude towards a red light as he did have about going to school. Nope, that's not for me. Or even this muppet in the old BMW 1 Series who drives as well as his brain works not very well at all. Staying on the theme of the low-capacity BMW driver, you got this from John the Gardener. Notice a traffic light is red and that driver's brain is dead. Saps like that are the exact reason that you need signs like this by traffic lights. Wait here until green light shows. Really? And here's another goon in a BMW with a mental capacity of a Kinder Egg toy. Right boot down, IQ to match, airbags deployed, common sense retracted. How this lot make it through every day is beyond me. On board with Powell, just about to go round this roundabout up by Tesco's Extra in Newport, where good food costs less and morons in Maseratis look less and definitely think less. Now nothing quite says I make erotic figures from Lego and my rubber duck isn't yellow, it's pink and takes batteries, like getting in my car, going down the road and acting like a massive Joe Blunt. This from Glenn, and as you can see, the mother and daughter are waiting to cross the road at the pedestrian crossing, but the donut in the blue car ain't waiting. He says to himself, she's waited 9 months for her daughter, she can wait a few minutes for me to drive through the crossing. That plank's more inbred than a Subway's foot long. Yeah, have you ever wondered what backward delinquents do when they get fed up playing Xbox and smoking weed? Well, they go out, get in their car, drive down the road and smash into another one. That's exactly what they do. Thicker than the Berlin Wall, some of this lot out here. I bet like me you've sat there and pondered this question many a time. I wonder what sort of person would take a parachute onto a submarine. Well, ponder no more, because there's a simpleton right there. Yeah, and when he gets on board he'll probably ask where the letterbox is as well. This from Rob B, and some of you will be old enough to remember the mid-80s when you can drive and hold a phone. Well, them days are gone. So don't be like this twat, get yourself a phone cradle and save yourself 6 points and £200 fine. Ain't rocket science. On board with Darren W, and here's another Mercedes driver whose knuckles drag on the floor, obviously, as he just pulls straight out there on that dual carriageway. Why would you do that? With some drivers out there, it is impossible to underestimate their intelligence. Trust me. This from John. Have a look at this cretin in this transit van. Look, can't be bothered to wait like 1 minute for the traffic to move, so he just bolts down the pavement. Definitely an asylum seeker, that one. Yeah, seeking refuge and asylum from himself. Here we go, another low-capacity driver who, unfortunately, whilst it was raining brains, had their umbrella up. Watch a numpty coming from the right. For some reason, they switch on their left-hand indicator and just pull out. That's a prime example of cause and effect right there. The cause was lack of contraceptives by that driver's parents, and the effect is an idiot that couldn't even hide his own Easter egg gets to drive on a public road. This from Harim. And have you ever wondered what to do when there's a bit of traffic and you can't be bothered sitting in it? Well, if your thinking speed is somewhere between watching paint dry and rust forming on metal, you just drive down the hard shoulder with your hazard lights on, pretending there's something going on, where in actual fact the only thing what's going on, brain neurons are going across your brain, and when they meet the receptor they see a sign that says return to sender on them. Traffic avoidance technique 259, courtesy of Joe Blunt in the coach there. On board with Musa, and we're about to see one of Transport for London's finest, an Uber idiot in a black Mercedes Vito, doing what they do best, coming from the left there, straight through his red light. Easily done when your brain's switched permanently on airplane mode, I suppose. Staying on the theme of the Transport for London fully licensed private hired Dodgem cars that you see running around London, crashing into cars and street furniture and stuff, we got Captain Clueless here, who's staying true to form has come up the one-way street the wrong way. Now for you or me to remedy this is pretty simple. Reverse back down the way you come and go round the correct way. But when your thought process has got more holes in it than an old fishing net, it's easier said than done. Okay, as we can see, everybody's going through their green light nicely. Everyone apart from the big Joe Blunt in the small silver car who just comes sailing through their red light. Another one that thinks a red light is a new low-calorie wine. Delinquents like that are the reason that warning labels were invented. Okay, so from a big Joe Blunt to a massive ship's anchor. Now this smooth-brained delinquent in the black Audi with the 4 circles of privilege is taking being backwards to whole new levels as he just goes from lane 3 to the slip road in 1. Oh yes, the flat earth force is strong in that one, my child. This from Jason B, and I guarantee you've seen this 100 times yourself. A car with this signage in the back being driven by a right brainless gimp down the outside through the red traffic light. What did it have on the back? Baby on board, of course. God, I sincerely hope that there was no babies in that car. I've never been able to work out why it's so enjoyable watching people do dumb stuff and getting nicked. The matey in the red van see the bus pulling off to his left and thought, yeah, I'll have some of that. And then the police behind the van see him going through the red light and thought, yeah, we'll have some of that too. I think it's fair to say that van driver's had better days. On board with Dennis B. Now watch how he can multitask. Not only does he negotiate the roundabout, but at the same time he can negotiate one of the local half-wits who's got a line of thought as straight as a corkscrew. They literally did not have a clue he was there. Now, just for a minute, imagine that last driver was in this situation. Game over. And what's this window licker doing? Where's it on the wrong side of the road? Where's he come from? Closest that dunce has ever come to a clever thought was in a dream. Honestly, some people drive around in a constant state of mental paralysis, a bit like this dunce who just pulls out, then of course puts the hand up, which we all know is the international sign to say that my mum and dad are first cousins and I come from the shallow end of the gene pool. Okay, so we got this from MLS, and what we're looking at here is a real clusterfuck of an accident. I mean, how does this happen? How does a car get in that position between two buses? Now, I don't know who's to blame here, the car driver or the bus driver or both. But what I do know is a major contributing factor to these sort of dumb backwards accidents is that people are driving around there on the public roads who've got the decision-making and reasoning abilities that are as efficient as a sponge hammer. The best thing I can suggest, don't bring a car to a bus fight. Right, for those that still ain't got dash cams and they want one, here's your chance. Go down in the description down below, click on the link, use promo code RM15 at the checkout, get yourself a Road Angel dash cam and save yourself 15%. Now, nothing quite says I'm pretty backwards and I prefer inflating my blow-up doll by mouth instead of using my electric pump, like coming through a red traffic light and smashing into a random car when I'm out in my yodel van. What a massive helmet. This from Dominic P, and you're about to see a typical white van ship's anchor move. Road is narrowing on the left, so what do? You just false spy and almost take the front of Dominic's car off. That's exactly what you do. And now I'm going to translate his sign language. Sorry to be a bell end. I'm late for my electric shock treatment. Then after I've got to rush home because I'm going away and I've got to leave my fake plants with my neighbours. Oh, there you go. That clears that up. I knew there'd be a reasonable explanation. Right, if you like what you're seeing, I'll put a smile on your face. Please hit that little like and subscribe button down below if you ain't done it already. Thank you. Right, let's have a look at some two-wheel planks. This from Neil C, and as you can see, he's just about to approach this crossroads here when the sap on the scooter goes straight in front of him. Just in case you've ever wondered what a fully grown afterbirth looks like, there it is, look. Adult on a stupid little scooter wearing a mask out in the open. Say no more. This from Daniel M, and just have a look at this total armpit sniffer. Look, at night on an e-bike, yeah, dark clothing, no lights, no nothing. Mugs like that are so narrow-minded they can look through a telescope with both eyes. On board with Musa, and just have a look at this backwards reprobate Deliveroo Dummeroo rider. Look, straight through that red light, dodging a motorbike and cars from the right and dodging cars from the left. And nobody does anything at all. This from Huey, and just have a look at this delinquent wretch straight through the red light there. That cretin's train of thought has permanently got leaves on the track. This from Anthony, and apparently cycling isn't allowed on this path, but unfortunately some people can't comprehend such rules. But what they can comprehend is when a disgruntled pedestrian sends them for an early bath and they're in the drink. On board with Ali G, and I spy with my little eye a mug on a line bike that's got a skull what's emptier than the gym on New Year's Eve. Riding on the wrong side of the road because the gimp's looking at his phone. Here we go, I know what you've been waiting for, I know what you want to see. Here comes the pink lycra warrior, he's not going to disappoint. Bosh, eat tarmac, bitch. And here comes his mate, same paint, different brush, kiddie seat on the back. Thank goodness it's empty because that's how his father behaves. Concrete is a dish best served cold. Okay, so we got a zebra crossing, a curbstone and a footpath. What are we missing? A bell end on a bike that likes to dine al fresco on concrete and dirt. That's what we was missing. If it's nice, we play it twice. Here he comes now, blissfully unaware of what awaits him. Front wheel makes contact with a curb, over the handlebars, face makes contact with the concrete. Just the way we like it. Well, that's it for this one, everybody. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Thank you to everybody who sent in clips. I'll put a playlist up there on the right if you want to watch some more of my videos. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.